There's no war in Nigeria, but look at the eviction in Makoko. That looks like a war site. It's looking like a very hopeless situation. Makoko would disappear for a luxury property development. It is the way and the mechanism for the rich to take the land of the poor. The government of Lagos shouldn't think that he's being merciful by saying now that he wants to do some palliative or no, it's not. We are not appealing to his emotions or begging. It's the rightful thing for you as a government to do. It will never stop as long as we always have this perspective that the city belongs to a certain group of people and some people don't have the right to the city because of how much they earn. It's a thing of classism. Before independence, it was a thing of race. The white man didn't want to live with the black man, so he created GRAs. He created BQs, boys' quarters. It's a colonial mentality that those who rule us till today now have an attitude and say, do they belong here? Where are they from? They are not, people trying to say they are not Lagosians, they are not Nigerians, they are human beings. The larger person living in that place and somebody who came from Benin Republic and all of that, are there no Yorubas over there? Are these not people who also migrated and came from Badagry? Are they not human beings? I have spoken to third-generation migrants in Makoko before. People from Benin Republic married to Nigerians, Nigerians married to Togolese, Togolese married to a Nigerian, Igbo, Hausa. That place is a mix of different people from different places. Marriage has happened. You need to speak to some of those people. I have spoken to them. The confusion. And we complain when there's racism abroad that somebody spoke to me somehow. But we are the worst of it against our own people. Somebody said there's no natural disaster in Nigeria. There's no war in Nigeria. But look at the eviction in Makoko. That looks like a war site. Okay, you pull down the structures, but the people are still living there. They're living inside the boat. The cases of fire that you see around in Lagos markets, a good number of times is just extremely questionable. Communities being set ablaze on fire just to get rid of people. For what exactly? Harassing people. It happened in Takwa Bay when Takwa Bay people were also evicted. You saw the case of Magodo Phase 2. Based on the Land Use Act, the government said we want to use it for international hospital. Where is the hospital in Magodo? They collected it and they used it for housing estate. And the people that they collected it from came back and said, no, this is not for public good. This is for yourself. Give us our homes. So the Land Use Act looks like a problem in terms of like, oh, it has been ceded to the governor. It has been ceded to the governor to use for the good of the people. So whatever you're going to use it for, it has to be for the people. I've always been so worried about the future of Makoko because I really feel like what is happening now, I've always known that it will happen, but I've always been so scared that who is going to come to their head. Based off of that, I've always hoped that when this happens, people will rise and speak. And because really, the people are not enough, even not their leaders cannot fight for them. It's looking like a very hopeless situation, but it is you and I, the media, the middle class, international organization that can put pressure on this government to at least do the right thing. If not for the case, if not for the fact that sand filling is going to affect Third Mainland Bridge, Makoko would disappear for a luxury property development. Because I really, really feel that at the end of the day, after all this demolition, Makoko is going to be neglected for a very, very, very long time. Because the original intent of what they wanted to do has been challenged. It's just that some people have to pay. When Owuronshoki demolition started, it was 3 streets that they came for with notice, and they came and they started demolishing the whole thing. It's just always an argument of convenience. They've just seen another argument to say power line to get rid of Makoko. Now, the special advisor on GIS is saying, oh, we are going to invest in floating houses. What happened to you demonstrating that first? Then years after, the best that the government can tell me is to say, oh, I am going to evict people because of power line. The same area, the same location that has this power line is the same location that you gave a complaint the permit to go and sand fill. When it was for a luxury property development, nobody was thinking of the power line. In Oworoshoki, in 2023, the first excuse was that the people didn't have toilets. That because they don't have toilets, they started demolition and land conflict between the people and their Oba. They just always go to these locations and you look at it and say, what is the problem that exists here? Use it against the people, take them out and give the land to a luxury property developer. Oworoshoki now is already being sold, is already being advertised. The same thing, Ilubirin, the same thing, Otodogbame. That's what always happens. Otodogbame during Governor Ambode's time. Oh, all the story, go there now. What's existing? It's a luxury property that is existing there. So it is never about the problems that exist in this community, whether they want to say security, insecurity, environmental reasons. It's historical to Lagos. It has always happened, ever before independence. You understand? It is the way and the mechanism for the rich to take the land of the poor. The governor of Lagos doesn't think that he's being merciful by saying now that he wants to do some palliative or no, it's not. We are not appealing to his emotions or begging. It's the rightful thing for you as a government to do. It's not something that, oh, you've listened to the cry of the people, of the NGOs, so you are now considering and having mercy. No, you are in error. I think it is time for all the people who have done stuff in Makoko, in the arts and education, to speak and stand up and speak to this government and say, no, we have been there. It's not it's a deep community that you have to understand. It's an ecosystem that you have to pay attention to and figure out what you want to do as an intervention. And that is the hard work for government. So I'm saying those individuals who have made name from this Makoko, who have supported churches, they should rise up and speak.